Hello, hello. Very glad that everybody's here. Yeah, another Thursday. Like these weeks fly by, it's crazy. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna meet everybody and then I'm gonna tune into the energies. So, as usual, they are very strong on a Thursday. And the good part is, that the energies, they don't know time. So it doesn't really matter if we meet at 8 or 9, the energies still will be here. So that's great. um, okay. Yeah, I see that the energies today, actually, I felt this today. Interesting that this information comes in as well. It's really targeting the heart chakra, and in general, the heart opening. And this is what the energies are doing right now. So they're already working on the heart chakra. So maybe when you tune in, you can feel it as well. And it's very fascinating when we are expanding on the heart chakra on that level. A good way or a way I can describe it is really we start hugging the whole world in that kind of way. So this expansion kind of feels that way. And when you hug somebody, like you can never be mad, you can never be angry, you can never be um, worried. Really, like when you really hug somebody, it's like there is peace there, there's the silence there, the love. Um, yeah, it just feels really good. And in general, when our heart chakra or the heart opens up more, so it's really energetical, so it's not the physical heart, um, then this is also like our experience. So the experience starts changing how we perceive others, how we perceive the world and what's happening in the world and everything. It's just the experience is different. And I also get through the opening of the heart, and it seems to be a theme at this time, not just for us here, but in general. It's like a massive wave of peace, peace and love that we spread. So everybody whose heart chakra is opening, um, people's energy field are changing, the information energy field is changing, and also how we, let's say, bring in energies into the collective because we're part of the collective. And this is something that's happening right now for many people, for a lot of people, that the heart expands. And so things can change more rapidly for us as individuals and also for everybody, really. And this heart opening brings a massive amount of peace with it. So being peaceful within, this peace is always there in what we do in our everyday life experience. This peace just underlays everything we do. And then it doesn't really matter if there is stress or if there is, maybe a lot going on or something happens that we don't prefer and so forth. This peace is just there. So it's like we carried by it. And then also the love. For those two um, energies I see very strongly. And also with this expansion, we start seeing how, let's say, big we are, because most people think, we are very limited, small, and we're as big as the body, like the physical, but really our systems are a lot bigger. And with this expansion, we also start realizing that we are a lot bigger. And then how we influence this reality, so our own life experience, other people's life experiences and stuff like that, we see that we're actually a lot more powerful than we thought before. And it's just something natural. So it's not like, oh, I'm so powerful. It's really just your natural strength comes back with that. And that's very beautiful. And also, when we, for example, go through a hard time, we go through a clearing process, you know, something is happening in your family or at work or something like that. When we are more expanded and the heart is open, it's so much easier to process this. Because the understanding is there, oh, this is not me, what's happening, like something is happening, but this is not me, I'm this. Very expanded energy versus just some movement that's happening in life. Yeah, maybe you can feel it also, this energy of love is already coming in. It's like this divine love. Very beautiful. Yeah, okay. That's the sharing for today. Yeah, so to everybody who's celebrating Easter, happy Easter, or have a good celebration with friends and family. I don't know how you do it in your country, but yeah, have a nice time. And I would like to share also that the retreat in Knittelfeld in my hometown, which is on in September, is now on my website for booking. So if you want to join us, yeah, you can check it out. It's going to be amazing. It was last year, so. All right, then I'd say let's just start and continue with this beautiful energy of love. We'll see where it takes us in the meditation. And for people who haven't been here before, this is recorded. Oh yeah, and in general, you know, I'm uploading the whole recording from now on, so also the Q&A. So if you don't want to be seen in the video, just, you know, turn it off. It's absolutely fine. But it's, you know, only people are watching this who are on the path. Nobody else is interested in meditation videos. So I think it's all fine, but, you know, you do what you feel comfortable with. Yeah. And the whole video is going to be uploaded on YouTube so that everybody who doesn't get the chance to join us now also can benefit from it. Okay. And just sit back, relax, meditate along. I always say the same. And, you know, when I say these things, because this is something I want to share when I open the session, I always say the same. But this information is not just something I say, it's also energetically, and this needs to sink into the system over and over again so that the systems, they start understanding what I'm actually talking about. Because first the mind perceives it, okay, system kind of understands, but then it's like this repetition, it does a lot. So this is why, yeah, the same things are shared. Okay, then I'd say let's start. We're going to meditate for 15 minutes. Okay, and afterwards we have some time to chat. All right, let's start. I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. The energy field can always be more expanded. It's a never-ending process. We can always carry more light, and light is higher information. And this information is transforming our system and also our life experience. And I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies, just energies that create the movement in your system. And we want to tap into what's behind the movement, the silence, the stillness, the clarity, the peace. The true nature shining through. Yeah, and to experience peace on the outside, we have to experience peace on the inside. Doesn't work any other way. And the peace is always there. Yes, I know it's often not experienced, absolutely fine. But eventually, more peace will be there, and more peace will be there, and more peace will be there, until it becomes the main experience. Okay, and then I also clear energies out of the level of the mind. Just the thoughts that are there all day long, commenting on everything, creating stories. It's just part of the human system, but they don't know truth. Like thought is just information. That's it. And there's this beautiful light. Has been flowing in already from the beginning. And more of it is coming in and flows in through the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, and the heart chakra. And specifically expanding the heart chakra, so that we become more open on that level. And this is very freeing because, most people hold back a lot of energies on the level of the heart chakra from the past. And they weigh heavy. And they accompany us also in our current life experience, but they from somewhere, sometimes a long time ago. And so this opening allows also the energies to clear the heart chakra. Then I open up the central energy channel. This is where life energy flows through the system. So life energy flows from the root chakra up to the crown chakra, falls back down left and right and flows up again. It's a constant flow, happens all day long, all night long, never ends. And it's really life experience. So where is the main experience happening? It's always happening within. There is stuff happening on the outside, but how do we perceive it with our eyes or the let's say the skin? But where is the experience of what we see happening? It's always happening on the inside. And so when we have an open system and life energy flows through, it just means that we can be more in the present moment or be in the present moment. Everything can just show up. We experience it. And when it's done, this energy is done, it's played out, can move through, and then it's gone for good. This is exactly what we want. We don't want to have energy stuck ever again. But this is how it happens for most people. Energies just get stuck. They don't move through. Yeah, and then we have an experience in the present moment for a certain amount of time, and then it leaves, and then it feels like it never happened. Of course, we can think about it if we want to. Most of the time, we don't even do that. But if we want to, we can think about it. Then we have a memory of it. But other than that, it's like it never happened. And this is how we free ourselves from the past, by just experiencing the present moment and not creating, creating a past. And then I break down the mechanism that creates past and future. Just a mechanism in the system. This is why the experience is there. Pulling fully into the present moment, into the now. Yeah. And maybe you can feel, just by energetically doing that, that you experience more peace in your system. It's just a side effect of removing these mechanisms. They also take us away from the peace. Yeah, there's an energy present. It's very, very loving, like it has this very warm, loving quality, nurturing the human, also the body is benefiting. Also, it has a high vibration. So it really gives us, people who are here, like this energy, this information for our system that we can basically calm down, that we can settle into the present moment, settle into the life experience that's here right now in front of us. And basically stop, I always call it scattering the energies everywhere. So, here, there, this is going on, this and this and this, and, just scattering our energy. It's really calming the energy down, settling the energy. Maybe you can feel it. It feels very grounded. Even though the energies are very strong, our whole system is lit up. But at the same time, our consciousness also is expanded. At the same time, it feels very natural, very grounded. Because everything is in here. It's within us. It's never on the outside. So also the true nature. We're working towards that, towards opening up to who we really are, becoming that. And it's all here. And it's also here right now. And if it's not experienced, it just means there's still a little bit of stuff in the way. More opening needs to happen, more expansion. But that's it. So it's never on the outside. And this is what the energies are helping us with. So really focusing on what's within. Focusing on our personal highest truth is also within. The potential for this lifetime also within. It's in our system. And maybe you can experience this. There's like this little excitement in the system about this information. You know, it's kind of excited, and it's like a mixture of excitement and joy and love. That we can stop looking for something on the outside. That we can stop wanting to change everything on the outside, like things that we can't influence. Because this allows us to focus on what's really important. Focusing within, or putting the focus within. And just feel into it. Feels really good. And by doing that, because the energies are guiding me in this direction, maybe you can also feel how much your energy field is expanding. It's crazy. How clear your consciousness is getting. Like it's the level of clarity. It's changing. And so there's so much more light flowing in. Your true inner strength is coming forward more. This awakening process or healing process is not, it's not about fixing anything. It's really just putting the attention on different aspects of ourselves and also allowing parts of ourselves that are not useful anymore, that we just don't need anymore, to go. And this creates a massive energy field. Maybe you can feel it. Maybe you feel your expansion. And I open up the energy field more, so that this information also can sink into deeper layers. And also pull you a little bit deeper into the meditation. Yeah, and so very natural. I mean, we worked for it a little bit, but what we did today, very natural, this silence, peace, and clarity is just so present. And it's very dominant in experience. And feel into it, because eventually this will be the main experience. And when this peace is present, the heart chakra is basically, it's a permission for the heart chakra. Okay, you can open up now more. A lot of people hold their heart chakra very closed. But with the peace, it's like allows also the heart chakra to, okay, I'm opening up more now. And I'm also assisting this opening. And just relax into this opening. And maybe you can feel like the sweetness of the heart, the beauty. It's also so healing for our own systems, to just open the heart chakra. Like as if there's healing powers within the heart chakra, kind of like that. It does a lot. Now it's expanding everywhere in our system. The strength and energy of the heart. And also when the heart chakra is open, let's say it's a lot harder to be limited, to be manipulated, and so forth, because the heart knows truth. The expansion makes you massive, like nothing can really touch you. Let's call it like that. You know your truth and you just follow that, and that's really it. Very simple, very beautiful. In a peaceful way. You follow your truth in a peaceful way from the level of the heart. It is more powerful than anything because it's consistent. And you're just more powerful. Okay, let's sit with this for the next 25 minutes in silence. Soak this amazing, beautiful energy up. Allow the heart chakra to expand even more. You can do that by just relaxing more and allowing it, allowing this process. Because the energy are supporting and they are working on the system. Okay, enjoy. Okay. We are finished. Such a beautiful meditation. Thank you everybody for joining. That was absolutely lovely, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. And if anybody wants to share anything or has a question, you can unmute yourself now. The energies, they feel so nice and so peaceful. It's like, cotton candy. Yeah. Yeah.
Eva,
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks for getting me out of bed this morning. I heard your voice like telling me to get out of bed
Really? Yeah.
because I was listening to one of your meditations, and that puts me to sleep usually.
Mhm.
And I thought I had a Zoom, but then I got out of bed and I realized I didn't have a Zoom.
Yeah.
But I programmed myself to be woken up to get out of bed 6:45.
Mhm.
And that's when I heard your voice. So it's weird.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. So where are you located?
In Canada, Calgary.
Ah, okay. I've been
And
there.
we have a winter storm right now.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. So is it very cold?
Well, it's just snowing nonstop,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure how cold it is.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, great. You know, this is sometimes like the subconscious telling us, you know, in your case through my voice,
Yeah,
that it's time to meditate. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, thanks for joining.
Thanks for the
Thank you.
invitation.
Hi, Eva.
Hi, Tammy.
Question. Sometimes I get stuck and I just can't connect or open up to the energies, and it's just so um just stuck in the past and thoughts and condition. I don't know what, just stuck, and I can't like open up and let go into it. Do you have any advice?
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's definitely hard. Specifically when the system reaches a certain openness and expansion, then it's a lot easier, right? So then it's basically the life energy moves everything through, and also the energies we're working with, they basically grab everything or dissolve everything, then it's a lot easier. But up until that point, it can be hard to get stuck. I totally understand. I mean, have you tried to do a meditation, just a YouTube video or something, when you are in this experience?
Um,
Because, yeah.
Sometimes I try, but like even today, usually I get really sucked into the meditations that we do here, like unbelievably deep.
Mm-hmm.
And today I was just stuck. I've had a couple of days of really tough stuff emotionally, and I just can't get out of it.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, first of all, you know, these days are just there, you know, and
Yeah.
that's fine as well. Um, when this happens, I just recommend, or what I was usually doing, I just did the meditation again. So I did like 2 meditations, because the first one already helps to like, do a little bit, but then it takes a second one to really get out of it, or a third one. It's just, it's harder to move through. Basically what the system does, it contracts again, right? So it focuses on the thoughts, it believes the thoughts to be true, and also then the emotions are there and you feel what you think, and then probably the outside also reflects that, so like you're in this whole loop. It feels very real, which it is in that moment. And it's like, on the one hand, okay, knowing that this is not who you are, it's just the experience that's playing out. Don't believe the thoughts. The emotions, they're just triggered by the outside experience. Something's happened in the outside, then the emotions are triggered up, and then you have the experience. Basically, stop grabbing, stop believing the situation. You're in it, but allow it to move through, like allow it to let go. This is the best I can describe, because when there is like the contraction, you hold it in. Well, not just you, everybody, right? This is what we do. So when we believe something and when we focus on some things, on the movement, we hold it in and it just stays there. But if we like open up the system and say, okay, this needs to move through, I don't want to be in this experience, basically, then of course the energies can move through a lot quicker. So we consciously just don't go into the thoughts anymore, don't enforce the emotions. Yeah, this is the best I can share. And then just sit with a meditation, and then maybe do it twice if necessary.
Okay. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Yeah. But it gets easier. So the more you do this work, you'll see over time it gets a lot easier. These things, they might still show up, or they will still show up, but you won't get stuck and sucked into them as much. And then you're only in this experience maybe for like a couple of hours and not like a day or two anymore. And then eventually it's really just an information popping up. Maybe the thoughts are also there and maybe the emotions are also there, but it's like you don't even go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But this just takes a little bit of time also, until the system is open enough and expanded enough so that it moves through very quickly.
Yeah. I think it was just being a lot with like old family members, and it just for too long, and it just kept me stuck in the thoughts of the past, and that I can't escape it and I can't change or let it go. So it's like believing those thoughts maybe, but
Yeah, absolutely, because every moment is fresh, and no matter what happened in the past, really, it doesn't exist anymore, just the memory of it, like the stuck energies in the system, and we can bring them forward, but every moment is fresh. And we basically pull the past into the present moment with everything we've experienced, and then it's already like, there's already a lens there through experience the present moment. So it's not like from the place of clarity and openness, it's really through already a limitation from the past. And this is why it doesn't come from a neutral place. But every present moment, every moment is neutral, really. Like really fundamentally, it's neutral. Yeah.
yeah, I keep bringing the past in to try and
Yeah.
solve it with my thoughts and analyze it, and maybe that's not yeah.
Yeah, and also when you think about the past, just the mind, it cannot really remember what happened 100% how it happened. It always changes it a little bit around, or so once I read, it's about like we can remember about 40% of how things actually happened, or what actually happened. So hardly, like not even half of it. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
mind already creates different stories around it, and if you have a situation, you can view it from multiple different perspectives. And this is what the mind does. It just gives you this perspective, reinforces your feelings and so forth. And so it's really the best to just let this go. Okay, I let this go. I often say maybe that's an opportunity, a possibility for you to give it to the Divine Mother or to God or to universe. You don't know how to handle the situation. It's from the past. It's not from the present moment. So like nothing you can do about it, and just give it away. Maybe that's also a possibility, or something that your system likes. You can try it. And there's a meditation on my YouTube channel. It's called The Tube. It's very old. It's like 2.5 years old. you would have to scroll back. And it's also one like with this purple galaxy background or something. I have the shorter meditations with, and it's called the tube. And there I basically install a tube, and it replaces you giving away, or no, you can give away the stuff that you have, and the energies are basically pulling this out of your system. So it's like a super supporter of letting things go.
Mhm.
So you can do this one. It's very helpful. Like people have reported, it's very easy to let stuff go when they do this meditation. So it's called the tube.
Okay, I'll look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And you know, it gets a lot easier over time. You'll see.
Okay, I hope so. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Thank you. Hi, Elham.
Hello, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm okay. I think I missed today's session, correct?
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If you just joined, then yes, it's an hour earlier from now on. I moved
Okay.
it to an hour
Okay.
earlier. So next week, it's
But I will, but the recording is, we will be getting
yeah.
this
It's
recording.
it's going to be uploaded on YouTube in the next, I don't know, couple of hours or so. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's
Mhm.
good. And
Yeah.
also, I think I also missed the upgrade.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's possible it was yesterday
Mm,
on the 1st.
Yeah, and we didn't receive we didn't receive a notification the day before. Sometimes we used to get
Yeah. I
such
mean,
notification.
there was an email sent. So with through the Next Elevation newsletter, there was a reminder sent for it. Do you get the newsletter? Do you know?
Yeah, but I was all over the place for a couple of days, and I was just waiting for the notification for upgrade, because we
Mm-hmm.
used to get notification specifically for upgrade next elevation,
Yeah.
but we didn't receive, we didn't receive it.
Yeah.
So I missed
I
it.
mean, I always send it in a newsletter, and also yesterday I shared it in a Telegram group. So I usually share it on different platforms. So maybe you choose one platform and then you always check there. But also in the newsletter, when you scroll down, there are always the dates for the next upgrade. So for example, the next one, I have to check, but it's, I think, the 8th of May. Hang on. Yes, it's a Friday, the 8th of May, because before that I'm in Malaga, so I can't do it before on the retreat. So 8th of May, it's a Friday, and also at 8 p.m. my time.
So so the one that I missed is already
Yeah, it's
on
it's
the
in the members
website,
area. It's
and
in the members area.
it's the same impact. It's the same effect. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
change.
because the energies, so the first time when we meet, like today, we create this session. So now it's created and now it's available online, online on the
No,
energetical
I mean
level.
on the next elevation
Yes,
for the upgrade
yes,
is
it's in the members area.
and it's the same thing
Yes,
as
it's the
if
same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's been a lot of things been going on. My life
Okay.
is going through a roller, like, how do you say, like big changes, just big changes, just big changes. So
Yeah.
I miss out on things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's also fine. These times are just there. Sometimes we go through a
it's
harder
really
time.
difficult time. Yeah,
Yeah.
energetically, and in reality, my real life is really difficult time, and I'm going
Yeah.
just through a lot. So it's hard to keep up with
Yes,
everything.
I get it.
And then I log in at 3 o'clock, like our time is 3 o'clock.
Mhm.
And I see that I missed it.
Yeah. But you
Yeah,
can be the next week, and you can do the
yeah,
recording, and it's sometimes we go through these times, and it's very interesting. I would prefer if we don't have to go through these times as well, right? Because I'm experienced them too. And then it's like, but afterwards, when we move through this, it's like suddenly we have more peace, there's more silence, there's more expansion, there is more light. It's really like that. So when we move through these phases, like afterwards, it's like, yeah, I think the experience is totally changing. So just
Yeah.
know that while you move through it, it's there for a reason. Life pulls you through this experience. If you like, try not to resist it, just go with the flow, whatever is happening, just go with it. Even if it's uncomfortable, and then you'll see when it's over, there is more openness, expansion, and stuff like that. So
far, human life experience has been really, really something. It's very difficult, really difficult. I don't know if we should be anticipating rewards for accepting to be human and living through this experience or not. Or this is just, I don't know.
I don't know, maybe we get one.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you very much.
This is the interesting part. When we leave this reality, it's like it just fades so fast. It's already like when the true nature is there, right? That everything is happening in the present moment. So even though you go through a hard time, but the day after, like the hard time, or the week after the hard time is over, it's like you totally forgot that it happened. Like there is no memory of it. There's nothing in your system that cares that this happened. It's just moving through it and moving through it. Like the suffering is stronger when there is resistance, or we want to have resistance. Basically, this is the main reason for suffering, because life just moves through. It just wants to take you maybe into a different direction. Maybe you should change certain things, or wants to show you something. Just going with this flow through the good times, but also through the tougher times.
I'm trying to be present. I'm trying to be present and be conscious of my surrounding and the experiences that I'm going through now.
Yeah, good.
But it takes a lot of energy and a lot of focus. A lot of focus. And as if it's actually, maybe I shouldn't call it a game, but maybe it's like a puzzle that I have to make every effort to put the pieces in the right place. Otherwise, things go wrong. So that has pushed me become more conscious of not doing things wrong or choosing differently.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can also go beyond this, beyond the wanting to have a certain outcome, or wanting to have certain things in a certain way, just basically be. Just be and allow things to move themselves in the way they have to move, and sort themselves out. Often it's the less we interfere, the less we do, the better, because interference kind of stops the flow, or redirects it a little bit. So obviously I don't know the situation, but it's really, sometimes it's just we need to let the thunderstorm pass by, and we sit at home and we don't do anything. We just wait, we don't go outside. We just wait until the thunderstorm goes. And then when it's gone, then we can act, because then it's also a lot easier when there is more clarity there.
But I don't think that I'm interfering. I'm choosing and I'm taking actions. I'm making choice and I'm taking action based on my choices. So I shouldn't think that my actions are interfering the surrounding part. I cannot just not take action and let things collapse and say that, okay, I'm surrounding. No, I have to take actions. I have to make decisions. I have to choose. But that shouldn't be considered interference. I have to take steps. I can't just step back, sit at home doing nothing and say that I'm not interfering. That's not that's not the meaning of interfering, for me at least.
Yeah.
And when I take actions, when I make choices, I have to be really, really conscious. That, I don't know if it creates resistance, but it shouldn't, because I'm given these options, I'm given these steps, and I need to take them. I need to go through all these experience
you
consciously.
you do it fine. I just because you said you have to try that your life doesn't fall apart, and maybe this is exactly what's supposed to happen. You know what I mean? But it's gonna happen anyways if it's supposed to happen. So no matter how hard we try, this is just what I wanted to say. Like just allow things to play out. But yeah. I don't know exactly what the situation is. It doesn't matter. This is just what I get, like this information to share. So yeah.
So everything is okay, you think?
I mean, in the end, it will always be fine. And then when we look back at the situation, let's say in a year or two, if we really reflect on it, and then we often see why it had to happen, So but moving through it, obviously, of course, is a different story. It can be hard. So yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's
all the
always
best
my
to you,
pleasure
Elham.
talking with you
Yeah.
and sharing my experiences with you and everything. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, and I hope it smoothens soon for you. Yeah.
There's a lot of tower moments, a lot of collapsing around me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, Eric.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, speaking of things moving through, I've had the karma clearing, and what's coming up for the last 2 weeks is this nausea, and it's like constant nausea. And I haven't been able really to keep, it's been very, very difficult. Like I've been having hard time keeping food down. But I think I realized the cause of it, and so I went through some sexual abuse in childhood, and this nausea has been with me now for a long time. And I've been doing everything to keep it away. But now I think it came up, and oh, it's been so difficult. But I think it's getting down, and I'm just like praying for it to stop because it's so difficult. I don't know what to do about it really. I'm just trying to let it pass through. I feel like I can feel it releasing. Like it's been releasing for about 2 weeks now. I don't know. I don't know if I have any.
Give it definitely more time. I mean, like I said, you tried not to feel it for so many years, right? And now it just needs to work itself out. It needs to clear itself out. So I would just give it more time, and you can help yourself through it really with doing meditations. Connecting consciously to the light. Yeah, but allowing this past to move out of your system to fully clear. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have anything much to do now in terms of work and stuff, so I just try to keep it easy. And I noticed that the earth is a good support. So if I like some fresh wind or something, like I open the balcony or I go outside, it helps. But I guess just let it go through. But it's been so intense. It feels like almost like purging out everything. But I guess it's gonna be worth it in the end, I hope.
But I mean, if you think about it, you've been carrying this for so long and you see it so heavy, right? So it has influenced your life so much, probably. And if you allow it to move through, and maybe it takes a few more weeks, but then, it will definitely be worth it. You will be so much lighter and freed up when this is gone. And yes, definitely connect to earth, like go for a walk, go in the forest, always like connecting with animals or children, or I don't know what you like to do, but just something that puts your attention so away from it. So it's like, for me, it's always like, okay, it's there, allowing it to be there, but you don't have to like swim in this, right? You don't have to soak in this. even though it's there, you can also put your attention on something else and do something else. And not like, I'm not talking about pushing it away, because you can't do this anyway. The enhancer just brings this up. But we can do this both at the same time. We can enjoy the forest, we can enjoy the trees, the animals, whatever. And at the same time, we can allow this to move through. Then it's not so like the main focus there. And be gentle to yourself, look after yourself. Yeah, and it's in general for everybody, right? When we move through these phases, it's really about also looking after ourselves and being, like, if possible, loving to ourselves, or sleeping enough, eating well, maybe doing some exercise. It just helps. It helps the overall well-being. And then at the same time, this stuff is moving through. And do you do like exercise or something? Because this is always something that helped me. For example, I went for a run in the forest, and then it was a lot easier to work things out. So this would be a suggestion. Maybe that's something you would consider.
Yeah, I go for swimming sometimes, and yeah, sauna, and I go for that. And sometimes it just helps to get some fresh air. It would like ease it a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I think it will
Whatever.
be okay. Yeah, just take some time. I don't know how long it will take.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been very, very intense, but I feel like now it's past the peak or something, because I've been able to keep food down now and going back to things that I used to be able to consume. So
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like it works out. A lot is being worked out right now for you. And just, this is just this enhancer. It can, bring up just a lot of stuff, especially when you have big trauma stored in your system. So yeah, I really recommend, like anyways, but just allow this to move through, connect to things that make you feel good if possible. It's a bath, it's a sauna, something like that. And yeah. And then you'll see
okay,
afterwards it
thank
will be
you.
worth it. It will be definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You're doing great, Eric. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
thank you for the meditation. I fell asleep. It was a
Okay.
nice rest.
That's good. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Eva.
Hi.
And thank you for this wonderful meditation again. And thank you to everyone who's here. I want to just say something for Tammy and for anybody who gets triggered into past emotions from the past when they're with family. One of your videos that's on YouTube, I'm going to describe how I find it so that other people who want to can find it. It helped me so much. It's if you go to YouTube and look at the playlists, there's the playlist for energy healing. And when I look at it, there's like a list appears, and it's maybe the fourth one from the bottom of the list, and it's one of the videos that has the title of clearing the path to your highest truth. And there are more words in the title, but there are a couple of videos in that section that have that part of it.
So how
Those
does
words.
the picture look like, the thumbnail? So it's probably the beige brown one then?
No, I don't think so. But if you want to, I can stop talking now and go find it and then get back on and talk to you again. But it just I listened to it repeatedly, and it helped me clear. It really, I feel it's responsible for my healing, and now I can heal other things because it really helped me clear where I was stuck, which was, triggered back to past emotions that came into my present all the time.
Hmm.
And I know we're all different, so that same video might not be so helpful to Tammy or other people, but for me, it was such a blessing. I'll still
Yeah.
go back to it once in a while, but for a while I listened to it often. Do you want me
Yeah,
to
great.
stop?
I mean, maybe you can share it in the chat. So you go to YouTube to just copy the link
Yeah,
and you share
I'll
it
do
in the
that.
chat. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you. And
Okay,
also thank you
okay.
for sharing. And this, I mean, you refer to the healing videos. It says energy healing, I guess it was just energy
Yeah.
healing. So the beige brown thumbnail. And there are a lot of videos where I do intense clearing from the past. So not just this one, there are quite a few. And also ancestral influences and past life influences, and specifically the timeline from the past of this life. Yeah, so people can go through them and see which ones they feel they need or they resonate with. So thank you for mentioning that, Sandy. And yeah, very cool that the video helped you so much. So that's
So
great.
much.
Yeah.
I give
Yeah.
it credit for finding myself again,
Oh.
being able to release what was blocking me being me. And I'm very grateful.
That's
I'm
great. Yeah, very amazing.
Okay,
Thank
I'm going to
you.
see if I can find it now.
Mhm.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
sure. Bye.
Hi, Miriam.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for today's meditation again. It was really beautiful. I also wanted to share a bit about the energies of the recent past that has been really amazing. And somehow there's also like lots of going on. Also, Elham was talking about choices having to be made, and I feel like it's also the same for me because a lot of things were coming up that needed to be released or were like, that's not working for me anymore. And then, options are showing themselves. And it's very interesting that it seems like whichever I really focus on and want to like almost grab, somehow it shifts the energy of all of the others, and all of the others come up more. It's like, do you really want to grab or do you want to let it flow? It's like I have to be so open all the time and just choose without wanting it really, like in a sense of grabbing, I feel. It's like, okay, that's a viable choice, but then each time I want to go forward, the other choices shift again. It's like going round and round in this merry-go-round.
Okay.
It's almost
That's
funny.
interesting.
So much of emotional ups and downs again and again, going through the whole process again and again, and it's very strange. And I don't know exactly what's required. It's almost like just let it flow, just see what feels best. And sometimes it feels also like maybe whatever choice I take or make, I'm going to be fine when I'm centered and I'm meditating. It's all going to be okay. Can I open up for any of these to be the reality or, whatever it's going to be showing itself? And yeah, that's the process I've been going through, which is strange and interesting. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I try to just, yeah, yeah.
Very interesting. And what comes up right away for me to share with you is really there is no right and wrong choice from the perspective as we humans learn it, So as children, we often learn when we make a choice and, the outcome didn't, our parents, for example, or the teachers or somebody didn't like the outcome. And then they basically said we made a bad choice, and this is why we get very careful with what kind of choice we make, because we don't want to make a bad choice. But really there is a choice, and then we decide the outcome of it as well. Because are we choosing from fear or are we choosing from truth or love? And then like how the energies are playing out of this choice, we basically influence that. So if you choose and you choose from fear, and mostly this is like from a rational mind, because we choose very rational and not from the heart, from that level, and there is fear as well, then of course the outcome is a lot lower vibrational versus we choose from our truth. And this is really then from a perspective of like from the higher perspective, it's just neutral. You know, we choose, it depends on the level, and then the energies are playing out. This is really just how it is. But from the human perspective, of course, we want to make the best possible choice, and this is really the one that resonates, the one that feels good, and not the mind, or not that what we learned, you know, in our lives, or what others would choose and stuff like that. Like, we can only choose for ourselves, and also from a place of resonance. This is the best choice then in that present moment. There's nothing else we can do. Like, we can't predict the future, we can't do anything. But if we know we choose from a place of truth in that moment, then the strength we go into, like the strength that goes into this energy, into this choice, like the energy from our truth, creates also a good outcome, like a aligned outcome, aligned with our life experience of who we are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. And it's interesting that it's hard. There's some, you know, with the choices I want to make, there's also sort of like an interdependence. Some of them causes some interdependence with other people. So their choices, my choices, come together, and we shift each other in a way. Our energies shift each other, and it's like, okay, how do I stay in my own truth and my own, neutral space and choose, and the other person is also here, and how do we do it together in a sense? And that's I think, sort of the challenge of this whole thing. Yeah. I think like maybe it's required that both of us in this situation tap into that, truth and neutral space, and we're just affecting each other in that space with all the options.
I mean, if we choose from clarity, this is definitely my experience, then the choice is always the best for everybody involved. Like, your truth, from a place of clarity, your truth is always the best possible choice for everybody. And if you like, it's possible there's energy still there, you want to be liked, or I don't know, like what the choices are about, or you want to to stay friends with somebody, you don't want to be, I don't know, like, I don't really know what kind of can creep in, why you maybe choose differently than you would choose from clarity. Because when you choose from clarity, usually the choice is always the best also for the other person. And if that other person doesn't see it that way, then, you have to choose from your truth. This is just how it is. Like, you can't choose for another, you can't make a choice for another person. How do I say this? You can't, like, your truth doesn't know what the other person's truth is. So you can only follow your truth.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
But when it's from clarity, and because, everything is a flow and everything is energy, it's usually the best choice for everybody.
Yeah.
And
Great.
there was something else, hang on. Yeah, so before you make a choice and you feel you're not 100% clear, then do a meditation, and yes, then choose afterwards. Or when you feel like you are in like caught in some energies and thoughts and so forth, don't make the choice. Wait until this has settled down, until you're in a place of neutrality again, and then make the choice. Because otherwise we always make it from the wrong energy. So it's always like from fear or from annoyance, from, I don't know, like whichever energies are present. And usually we have to choose a lot less. So over time, this is definitely my experience, like I hardly have to make any choices, because things are just coming and I go with it. Just coming, going, coming, going. But sometimes, yes, choices occur. That's absolutely how it is. And then also when the system gets clearer, like, you choose from your truth, but also, like, if somebody else then says, hey, but let's do this, then you also find resonance in this. Like, like when everything is a flow, it's like nothing is wrong anymore. So everything is the right choice. But this is then again the process. It always gets a little bit easier the more the system is opened up, expanded, and cleared and healed and so forth. But for now, I would definitely recommend doing a meditation first, or choose when you clear and not from a place of an emotion and thoughts turmoil, because these are never the best choices.
Mm,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I focus on that too.
Okay.
Getting there is a journey of its own.
Yeah, but I mean, in like a half year from now or in a year from now, you look back, like your life experience will be so different. And this is
Mm,
maybe not even a thing anymore. You know what I mean? So it just takes a little bit of time.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Thank you,
Another
Nana.
question, if
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the Dublin retreat online and I really loved it. It was so beautiful. And thank you so much for making it available online.
Yeah.
Um, and I was wondering, do you consider doing this, offering this option with other retreats at some point?
Yeah. I'm looking into it for the Malaga retreat. I actually haven't had the chance yet to ask the hosts of the venue, about the Wi-Fi connection and stuff like that, because they have an inside and outside meditation space, and we want to be flexible as group, and I kind of want to figure out if that's a possibility with streaming. I will do that, and when I know, I will let people know. But the intention would be there, yes, that I do it. And the Austrian retreat, I will also live stream, because, yeah, this is easy.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Yvonne. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to say hello, but also
Good to see you again.
good to see you. I missed last Thursday, which I was so disappointed. There's so much going on, and also I missed yesterday's as well. So yeah, I was working out my traveling. I'm in France now, so I've come to stay with Richard. So and that's where I am right now. But I just want to say, after the retreat, I have had so much energy. It's quite incredible. The amount of energy that I have felt, and so well. Just
Beautiful.
incredible.
Yeah.
I
I
just
mean, 3 days long, we just heal the system, open it up, and put so much energy into it as possible. It's like we just fill it up. Yeah.
just wonderful. I also wanted to say hello to any of the people who are watching now who were on the retreat in Ireland. So hello to you all as well. But well, that's all really. But thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I love that you say this, and this is also very special about in-person retreats, right? You meet people, like maybe you've seen each other on Zoom for years now, but meeting each other is just a whole different story, and connecting and talking. And also, I just got a testimonial today from somebody, and she said this in such a beautiful way. It's really like you you come like, I mean, you come home. I don't know how she put it, but it's like you feel so like home when you're around these people, right? You feel so comfortable, it
Yeah.
feels so familiar. I mean, we all share a space, we all share the energies, so there is definitely something happening there. And yeah, it's just like I always feel so comfortable with everybody. Everybody's so nice, and yeah, it's just. And then sometimes you don't see each other for a year, and then you see each other again. It feels like you saw each other yesterday. It's like this. It's very fascinating. Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful. And also
Great that you came.
I just heard a cuckoo, so summer's on its way.
All right. Sounds good. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
Eva.
you. Thank you. Hi, Roberta.
Hi.
Hello.
I don't even know who I'm talking. I just spent 2 days, can't get out of bed in the hospital. I'm now home. They find nothing wrong with my heart. I have no clue what's going on. All I know is I'm exhausted, Eva. I've moved to a higher elevation. I was on the way home, so I didn't get to hear most of the meditation. I can't afford to do a lot of things at this point because of my move. It's taking most of my money to live here. I mean, I can't afford to do a lot of these things that you offer.
But you know, there, like
The-
I always say, Roberta, if you want to join these things, you just like send me an email and then we will figure stuff out. You know, like this is never a problem.
But considering I thought this was the upgrade today. It sounds like it was yesterday. What's
Yeah.
happening now with the emails? I think I get everything. Is there so much on there? Somehow I missed it. I was in the hospital, so in bed for 2 days, which I've never done in my life. But I'm not seeing it. I'm getting so much in the information that I'm not able to find things as easily as I used to. I used to be able to go and watch the upgrade. So I just want to let you know that for me, I'm getting lost in all of it. And I'm not complaining. I just really don't feel good. So, but I don't know. It's like none of the tests show anything. And I'm on a new medication and I'm by myself. It's very, very difficult. Here I am.
It sounds very difficult.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you're in this situation. I
And
hope it gets better as I don't know, like, you know,
well, I'm supposed to be around a long time, but meantime, I can't go to the ER. They can't, when they can't find anything and they want me to leave the hospital and I can't hardly walk. I mean, I just want to lay all the time. It's a strange situation because none of the medical stuff is showing.
I mean, because quite a few people were sharing this now, it's like it seems like planetary wise, you know, astrology wise, it's like the March and going into April is the toughest time of the year, it seems. So somebody was sharing this with me. I don't really look into this, so I'm not an expert at all. But maybe, you know, this plays in as well, you know, that just a lot of stuff is surfacing, things are coming up, redirecting themselves. Yeah, and then also we have our weak spots, and for you, you know, we always talk about the body, so it's probably the body. And then it shows,
definitely.
maybe it shows
I can deal with everything else. I hear people
Yeah.
talk and I think, boy, they're really doing good. But once it's in the body,
Yeah,
the
it's
physical
difficult.
body, it's like, all you want to do is lay down and they can't find anything wrong with you. That's it's quite something to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I of course don't know like how the tiredness, like how it impacts you, but for example, I'm working on this integration process, just sharing from my perspective, like to integrate the awakening or whatever into the body, right? Also on the level of the body. And I do like spiritual practices for that. And I also had months and months last year where I felt so tired, like it was extreme. Like I couldn't really do anything. I was just like, I wanted to lay on the sofa. I was just very tired and I knew it was that, you know, so I had to just, okay, I just allowed it. But usually I like to, you know, move. I like to do sports. I'm an active person and I couldn't do anything really at that time. So just saying, this is my experience, and maybe I don't know, maybe it's also for you, like maybe it's about this work, and then this is how it.
I feel
how it
like I
shows
have a
itself.
lot of feel like I have a lot of subconscious stuff. There's old brain patterns I need to change. But meantime, just to take care of my body, I don't have help. I mean, I can't cook. I'm losing weight. I mean, I'm very much, I do have family here, but they work. And so it's very difficult. But I believe that subconscious, the body is an outpicturing of the subconscious. And I've got a lot of stuff that needs to be cleared out.
Yeah. I mean, a lot is what I discovered throughout my tiredness and stuff that has happening. A lot of a very strong habit of identification with the body. And this is, you know, when there is pain there, when there's problems on the level of the body, and then taking this really, again, personal. This is not so, this is kind of hard to let go because it's like so close, right? The body is so close to who we are. So if there is pains and stuff, like how can we not take this personal? But there are, let's say, very enlightened gurus out there who shared that they had operations without any anesthesia and they were just cut open or something, and they were like, yeah, I mean, there's pain, but I'm not that. So they just lived through it. It seems like a thing, I'm far away from this yet. But you know, this is the I guess the direction we're moving to.
Well, my problem is, or I feel like it's not been good. I do what I've had to do because I moved and then I got a virus. And the body is just saying, I can't. The body is literally saying, you can't. You got to stop. Because my spirit, I want to do. I'm very, I'm very strong, but I've been pushing. I can't push anymore. I just can't.
Don't you have like a social service in the US? Like we have, for
I have
example,
very
people
good
that bring food and stuff.
very good insurance, but I would have to pay out of pocket for somebody to come and help me even cook or something, and I
Yeah,
can't
but
afford.
I mean, they have, for example, here they deliver food.
No, well,
No?
I can't eat that kind of food, Eva. The food that they deliver, home meals, is horrible. I mean,
Okay.
it's really bad.
Yeah, okay.
I'm losing my battery on you, so my
Yeah, but
iPad.
you know, maybe there are options in your community that that help people like you know, who are like have a hard time with their bodies, and you know, I mean,
I get from everything I've asked. No, not for me. Sorry. Anyway, I'll let you go. I
okay.
appreciate everything, and
Yeah, you know, what I can recommend is ask for that help shows up. Ask for it. Ask, just, you know, pray in the evening, because then you open up to the possibility, because now it's like, okay, nobody helps me and nothing helps. And yes, I get it, if that's the feedback.
well, my
But you
daughter,
have to,
my daughter has. She did come to cook some, but she, I can't ask her for very much. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. My husband
Yeah, but
just
also
left.
just, you know, open the system to the possibility that help shows up in whichever way.
Okay.
Do
I
that.
appreciate that. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Sorry.
I'm sorry that you're in
I
this
mean,
situation.
all my life, and I'm 82 or something like that, I've never had to be in bed for 2 days where I can't. And then this medication is like, I don't have a choice. I mean, I can push, but the thing is, I've been pushing for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden I just couldn't do it anymore. And
Yeah.
I'm home, and I've already walked more since I've been home in the hour than I have for 2 days. And my blood pressure and pulse are like, anyway, thank you.
Okay.
Everything.
Thank you.
Bye.
Maybe a little rest is also needed, you know, it's
It
also
seems like
possible
it.
that.
It seems like it. Okay.
Okay.